Right, this is actually quite topical, quite hot right now. When our two apprentices came to us and we gave them their first task, and we said, right, build that website there, here's a brief, discussed the brief with them, and a big chunk of it was mobile responsiveness. The mobile version of the website needs to have X, Y, and Z elements. It seemed second nature to them to realise that a mobile environment had to be a different environment. But I think one of the biggest challenges was, and still is, it goes back to the marketing and the salesman in me, and that is, what is the end, starting with the end in mind. If somebody is using a mobile phone to look something up, chances are it's because it's time pressure. It's a time-based reason for using it. I'm using the phone because I'm not sat at my desk at work and I can't use my desktop or my laptop. I want to look something up quickly. I want to do something fairly quickly. So it's a time-driven unit. And with that in mind, you need to distill the message down and the instructions, the call to action, to the absolute least things. Go here or go here. Something like that. Obviously, it's specific to the website or the app.
We get a lot of clients who say, I've looked at my mobile stats on analytics and I get a higher bounce rate. So people are leaving the website quicker. You go, well, why is that a problem? They're probably outside and they just want to call you to find out where you are.
Yeah.
So as long as your website has got a big phone number at the top, that's probably what your user wants. So think about what your user wants and don't panic that people are leaving.
Yeah, that's certainly part of the UI at the top of the mobile brief. Make sure that the phone number is at the top, big, visible, clickable. It's got the code behind it to allow them to call it. The Find Me button, because they'll be out, as we were in the car out there, looking for Silbury Court East. So you want it to go straight to the map and that sort of thing. So there's some basics on there that you've got to consider. Why consider mobile over desktop? Why do that? Well, you almost certainly, and I'm hoping you all know the Ofcom results that came out in October. It was actually 62% of all surfing is now done from a mobile phone or a tablet, compared to last year's 42%. Now, my maths isn't great, but that's almost a 50% increase in the user. Now, I actually found it very difficult to find the 2013 figures, but the 2012 figures were 27%. So it went 27%, 42%, 62%. So if you look at that in terms of user, I wonder what year we will be in when desktop and laptop usage is sub 10%. I wonder when that will be. I think within the next 3 years. I think within the next 3 years, because if you look at all of your phones, we're going back to the big old Nokia days. The screens are getting bigger and bigger. We used to have the little tiny ones. So it went, make it small, make it small. No, make it big, make it big. And I think that with the increase in the screen size, we're going to get more and more people doing that at home as well in the evenings, instead of getting the laptop out. When you're looking at Google Analytics, or any analytical data of website users, app users, it's important to see the difference between the devices. So phones, tablets, laptops, desktops, and you can tell that by looking at the operating systems and so on. Obviously with Google Analytics you can tell device types. So data says absolutely, irrefutably, mobile, tablet, way forward. So the more that you guys can be doing of that, and the more that you can be encouraging the students to understand the reasons why, the better. Starting with the end in mind, are going to get absolutely fed up with that phrase, but starting with the end in mind, clients will say, hey, I'm a local garage and I want more people to come to me. Yes, you can do a Google AdWords campaign, drive people to the website, but chances are they're going to be doing it in their lunch break and they're going to want the phone number, or they're going to be driving around trying to find you, looking for you on the map. Google's intentions are good. Make it good for the user. Make it a good experience. It's all about the experience. What they're doing is they're clutching
We're
on.
data checking it. So
Yeah.
when the mobile Gaiden was supposed to come out, and so we've got a couple of clients who, for various reasons, either don't want to, don't want to spend, or can't move to a mobile one yet, and they're not suffering.
It is all about the experience. Keep it appropriate to the device and the audience. It goes back to what I was saying earlier on. When we develop websites, desktop ones, laptop ones, tablet, mobile phone, distill the message down to be appropriate to the device. So very often we will produce the design work for a mobile version of a website, and we might have done away with the big image slider that might appear on the desktop version of the website. The client goes, oh, the images are missing. Yeah, you know why? Because really the client doesn't care about sliding images on their mobile phone. What they're looking for is basic information and contact information, basic service or product information and contact. Do you see image sliders on johnlewis.com? No, you don't. When you go there and you look at the homepage or you look at a product page, you see a big title as to what the product is, a photo, a buy now button or an add to cart button, and a description of the product. That's it. So delivering the appropriate experience within the mobile environment. Of course you can put loads more when you've got a screen like this, lovely high quality screen like this. You can fill the screen with information, of course you can. People are sat down, they're in front of a screen, they've got loads of time. But the mobile environment, and to the tablet to a degree, although I do think tablet is a little bit more of a replacement to computers these days. People will spend a little bit more time on the sofa flicking through the latest thing. Responsive. This is what you asked. Google will love you if you are more responsive.
Yeah, I'm going to talk later on in search about Google likes popularity and performance.
Yep.
Google is factoring more and more into its results about how well you are retaining visitors on your site. So they know if a visitor goes from searches for something, goes to your website and comes back, they know that that site probably isn't delivering for that search. But if you can retain people for that search, then you're getting a scorecard.
Yep.
They use it for AdWords, called Quality Score, but they also put it into the non-paid search algorithm as well. And so it's the performance side of things. Google will love you because you're performing for a visitor, not just because you've done it for responsive. Yeah. So that's where you're getting the tick mark in the search results.
The popularity.
Yeah, the performance of it. Sorry, the performance. Are you performing well for a visitor?
Okay, so Matt will go into a little bit more detail shortly when it comes to the search side of things.